Hello everyone, welcome to the Boleyn Lounge. Another Tuesday talk show. I did have a couple of guests lined up for you this evening, but unfortunately they both had some family matters that they had to deal with. So hopefully they might be able to join us later. But if not, I'll crack on and try and give you some content, but we won't have our usual discussions. But anyone wants to put any comments in, get involved in the chat, please do so. So going to give you a roundup of our games in the week. So we started off Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. Prepared for this. This is going well, isn't it? This is how we line. I didn't think it was home about from either side. If I'm, I was expecting better from both sides. And truth be known, Bournemouth probably the best. And we snuck it at the end with ball that's bounced in. To consider ourselves a little bit fortunate, but oh well, you know, them's the breaks. You take the luck when you get it. We started with Fabianski in goal. Nothing wrong with Fab. I think near enough. If Areola's, he's not the future. It's not the long term, but he's a whether it's in the cup or the league, don't really have a problem with Fabianski. Tufel, well, we all know his weaknesses, and he gets exposed more and more. Devo came in, he kind of showed really what I've been saying about him. He doesn't look, I think he's going to be a fine player. I think he'll adjust to the, he'll come good. And hopefully by the time the Fulham game comes around, he'll be a little bit more prepared and ready for the rigours of the Premier League. So I don't really have any concerns about him, but he did look a little bit exposed in that game, and as his fitness gets speed. Tillman's been great since he came in. He looks like the guy that has been there years, not one of the guys who's I think he's going to get better and better for us. Wan-Bissaka came in and did a job left back. That he was pretty determined not to play Emerson. Cresswell was named in the 11, suffered an injury in the warm-up. Rather than put his natural replacement in there, Emerson, he chose to play Wan-Bissaka there. He's done a decent job. It's clearly that it's not his right, but he's done a job there, and Alvarez, good to see him back. His fitness. Don't need to say too much to him. And Ward-Prowse, I sort of expected him to play. And as it turns out, he left a couple of days later. And good luck to him. Not them. And yeah, if he had a decent season, he comes back to us. Maybe we can use him. And if not, maybe we can get a fee, move him on. So I hope he does well. If nothing else, just we can get a fee out of him. Thomas Soucek got another game, and I really thought he would get rested and play against City, but as it turns out, wasn't the case. Jared Bowen got his lucky goal at the end, but hey, he was in the right place at the right time, being a nuisance. He didn't deliberately handle the ball, that's for sure. He had his arm tucked in, bounces in. What can he do? Somerville, well, he got his start. Waiting to see him. He had some bright moments. Probably should have scored. Um, he's going to be fine. I think he'll figure. He'll work. Fulkrug, very disappointing. I was kind of looking forward to seeing him for 90 minutes, see what he could do. He might not have had the best team around him to play the ammunition. He looks a bit leggy, but centre forward Germany. I mean, I can score. Really got hopes for him that he will progress and grow into decent so far. And yeah, so there's not really a lot said. Game. We got over the line, we're in the hat, and as luck would have it, we're drawn away to Liverpool. I just don't even fiddle with. It's done now. We'll see if it's here to stay. Or... So, oh, evening, guys. Sorry, I couldn't see your comments while I was on the other screen, so I'll just get to you. Hi, Barry. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. All good here, and hope you're good. Fortunately, Budgie and Mick had some family matters they need to. They couldn't make it. Buzzine, nice for joining us again. Thank you. And if the sound's bad, I'm really sorry. Let me know if that's any better. And if it's not, well, I'll keep it short. I'm here on my own and I'm struggling really. So we move on to the City's game anyway. Hope I share the right this time. So on to the City game. Team changed a bit for that. A couple of surprises, I guess. Ariola came in, substitute half time, so really know what the news is. Him, I think he got a knock, but I don't honestly know. If anyone does know, please know. Wan-Bissaka at right back and Emerson at left back. Tillman and Mavropanos and Mido. Mavropanos for me is a bit of a worry. Mistaking him every game and almost leads to every game if it doesn't. It's a bit alarming. He does some really good stuff though, so I'm on the fence with him. But I think if he keeps making these errors, then Debo. Alvarez Rodriguez together, they're going to make a. And Rodriguez, really quite impressed with him. Actually. He really looked caught out for pace against Villa. And I think he's adjusted really well since then. And you can see he's a good. Yeah, I think he's good experience. Alvarez, again, I think he's not 100% fit just yet. But he does what he gets. Bigger asset is Ketter had a bit of an off game. First goal, bit of a nightmare between Emerson and Ketter. Emerson Ketter better. And Haaland's clinical. So we get a goal back, home goal. Boleyn breaks away down the right. It's got nothing in the box. He just squares a ball and the defender turns it past his keeper into his own net. Places his own goal. I mean, a lot else Bowen could do. He couldn't really pick anyone out. And yeah, we got something out of it. Could have hung on till half time. Maybe. Could have just as easily been 4 down at half time. But yeah, ball comes in from our right hand side. Wan-Bissaka was a bit tucked inside a little. I think it was an instruction. I think it was tactical for picking up. But Emerson, I thought, lost Haaland a little bit back post for him. If he was much closer to him, honest, but I thought he gave him a there. But another fantastic. And yeah, went in at 2-1 at half time. Bowen had a pretty quiet game aside from his goal, but yeah, it's a difficult game for him to get involved in. Could have had a reasonable game, I guess, but again, a little bit game he can flourish in. Very, very difficult against City. Antonio, he sort of struggled, but effective in a way. I mean, he did quite well when he came down the left-hand side. Stretched them a little bit, gave them something to think about, something a bit different, directly at them, and could have knows a little here weaving about. But he hasn't been hugely effective this season. But he's so much. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem, I think. Number 9 at the moment. But we had a go at them in the second half, and we didn't roll over, and we could have equaliser. Bowen and could have combined nicely, and could have hit the outside of the post. And yeah, who knows if that had gone in? Maybe the result. But, later in the game, Mavropanos came steaming out to spin the ball up in the opposition half, and he didn't make it. And frustratingly for me, I think he has to take a yellow card there. Break up the play, make a technical foul. Once he's made the decision to go play there, he has to do. He can't just. And once he was picked out, Haaland, So that's the way the game finished. But I think we can hold our heads high. And typical West Ham, it's a game of two halves, isn't it? No two halves are the same. And we need to start putting 90-minute performances together. But saying that for a long time, so not a lot's changed in that respect. But you can see the improvements, and I think you can see what we're trying to do. And I think players to come into the team that's going to make that team better. And I think that we've got players on the fringes of that team that are going to be looking to force their way into that team over the course of the season. We've got competition for places. So, all in all, it's not the end of the world, West Ham at the moment. And I think brighter things to come as the season goes on. I'm still crackling up, and Harry. Okay, okay, that's when Ariola got hurt. Okay, guys, listen, if I've got a bit of sound issues, I think as I'm on my own, I might call it a short show tonight. Try and sort those sound issues out. I have to get a new microphone. And thanks for joining us. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you a better show next week with some guests. And so we'll bring you a preview on the Fulham game. So I'm going to say good night there. And thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next week. Cheers, guys. Good night, all. 1-0 to the Coffee Boys.